was one of the biggest with 960.
The prosecutor skipped Naivasha, where she was to meet IDPs in some of the camps there, perhaps due to time constraints. Either way, she received incisive accounts of the events before, during and after the December 2007 post-election violence from victims at Nakuru's Pipeline IDP camp who were more than willing to share their story with her.
Wale walitufunja miguu, wakachoma nyumba, wakaua watu, wasiku waende kotini, wasema ni kina nani waliwapatia pesa.
To the victims, Bensouda's gesture to visit them spoke volumes about her commitment to seek justice for them.
I also thought that it would be a good opportunity to explain ICC's intervention in Kenya, to explain what has been done and to also explain the next steps.
Hata ingawaje amekuja kama amechelewa, she has come late. Tumekubalia tu. Welcome her. Lakini ile kitu tunaelewa ni ile vinonda ambayo tulikuwa tumesahau tumeanza kufunua.
Lakini mimi kama mama na kiongozi hakuona Mureno na macho yangu.
But her as a...
We are not against any community.
Haifuati jamii yoyote.
We are not against the government of Kenya.
Haifuati serikali.
We are not trying Kenyans.
According to the prosecutor's itinerary, she returns to Nairobi for a press briefing later this evening, then head to Eldoret's Kiambaa Church tomorrow before flying back to The Hague. She is in the country to consolidate her case against 4 suspects facing charges against humanity, including Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta, Eldoret North MP William Ruto, former radio presenter Joshua Arap Sang, and former head of civil service Ambassador Francis Muthaura. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen at 1.
This one, and it was one of the biggest with 916 families. If you multiply that by an average of 5 persons per family, that will give you close to 5,000 people.
Who killed and who burned her house? And the white man who financed.
Wale walitufunja miguu, wakachoma nyumba, wakaua watu, wasiku waende kotini, wasema ni kina nani waliwapatia pesa.
I also thought that it would be a good opportunity to explain ICC's intervention in Kenya, to explain what has been done and to also explain the next steps.
Hata ingawaje amekuja kama amechelewa, she has come late. Tumekubalia tu. Welcome her. Lakini ile kitu tunaelewa ni ile vinonda ambayo tulikuwa tumesahau tumeanza kufunua.
Lakini mimi kama mama na kiongozi hakuona Mureno na macho yangu.
We are not against any community.
Haifuati jamii yoyote.
We are not against the government of Kenya.
Haifuati serikali.
We are not trying Kenyans.
After a flurry of meetings with top government officials, the International Criminal Court Prosecutor said her mission in the country had been fruitful thus far.
They assured me of their willingness to ensure timely and effective execution of the pending requests, and directed the Attorney General and the Cabinet Subcommittee to facilitate expeditious responses to my office's requests.
However, sources privy to her meetings revealed that she was in fact frustrated as the government was non-committal on many of her requests, besides indicating that some of the information she required would take a long time to collect and present to her office.
I stressed that time is of the essence, given that our final list of evidence is due soon.
Of particular concern, however, is what happens to her case if the government does not cooperate as she anticipates.
It is important, the information, and it's also relevant for my case. I'm not looking into a scenario of not getting it. As I said, I received strong promises, and I am hopeful that it will be forthcoming.
With the January 9th deadline for the submission of evidence, clearly the Office of the Prosecutor is under pressure to receive all the information it has requested the Kenyan government.
So at least latest by December or end of November, we should be able to get the information we are requesting.
The threshold of the evidence that the prosecution has against the suspects at this stage of trial is, however, required to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the 4 suspects bore individual criminal responsibility for the deadly post-election chaos. To that extent, she says the ICC is concerned about the intimidation of witnesses and victims of the violence who are key to the prosecution's case.
Those who attempt to pervert justice by instilling fear or paying off witnesses to stay quiet are criminals. We will not hesitate to investigate and prosecute them.
The prosecutor insisted that the indictment of the 4 suspects was not an indictment of the entire Kenyan nation. Neither did the case touch on political responsibility for the chaos.
No one, irrespective of status, can commit crimes on a massive scale and get away with it. This is the law.
The prosecutor was also at pains to explain the response of her office if 2 of the suspects, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, who are vying for the presidency, were to request that the court postpones the hearings to enable them pursue their political ambitions.
ICC process is ongoing, and it is not dependent on the political outcome or political process. We will follow our judicial timetable, and it is ongoing. So if they decide to engage anybody, I don't think that ICC can be influenced by anybody outside of the law or outside of the judges. So they decide, and they decide on legal basis.
Bensouda goes to Eldoret's Kiambaa Church this Friday to meet the victims of the post-election violence before leaving the country after a 1-week visit. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.